When my oldest daughter was a senior in high school, she started a new school and she was getting bullied. And I mean viciously bullied. Now, at that particular time, I was deep in the throes of addiction, okay? She lived with her dad and stepmom, and her dad was is a massive guy. He's like 6'5". He was a big, huge guy. He worked for the sheriff department. And her dad and stepmom were going up to the school to talk to the principal, like, hey, what can we do? And like they were trying to go up there and, like make a statement and let's take care of this. And things just kept escalating. Now, I kept getting word about this, and I was getting not just my feathers ruffled, I was getting hot and bothered, but we did all the things. We're like, okay, we're going to kill them with kindness, okay? Just walk away, just ignore them. We even prayed for them. I was like, look, we did the prayer thing, even called my mama because she's got Jesus on the main line. We're like, hey, look, man, we got to start praying for these kids, because the devil's really trying to attack my baby. We got to do something. We did all that. And then finally it got to the point where I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm over it. And I remember the stepmom telling the principal, like, listen, we've come up here and we've tried to handle this like grown, rational adults, but Brooke's mom is about to come up here and she's not going to be grown or rational about this at all. Like, we've got to find a solution. Well, then one night, I'm good and wound up. I had about a gram and a half in me and my gears were grinding. Do you know what I mean? And my daughter calls me and she's just hysterical, bawling. She's been at the movies with one of her little guy friends, and these two big football players from the school were sending her the most god-awful, raunchy, vulgar, hateful texts. And I said, I'm on my way. I showed up to that movie theater and I had a Newport 100 in one hand and a Louisville Slugger in the next. And I walked, I'm talking about Tokyo Drift. I pulled up on two wheels to that movie theater, and I get out of the car and my daughter's standing there with her little guy friend, and she's just like crying, and she gives me her phone and shows me the texts, and baby, you want to talk about, I got fired up. And I said, listen, we done prayed for these people so much, we've done all we can do, and I'm not fixing to keep bothering the Lord over his children. I'm fixing to handle these brothers and sisters myself. And did I handle it? You bet I did. I got that phone, I started texting boys, and look, everything that I'm about to say, I want you to know it was so much worse because I was in addiction, I was mad, and it was not this good. But I was like, hey, get y'all's monkey butts out here right now. If you're wondering who I am, I'm the one with the bat in her hand and I'm waiting on you. And when those boys came out with their little girlfriends, at first they tried to act tough until I got that Louisville Slugger and I started poking in their chest. I was like, was you the one saying something, or was it you? Was it both of y'all? And the girls were standing back there like, we didn't say nothing. And I was like, let me tell you something. If you think that I'm afraid of going to jail, I need you to know I've already been 4 or 5 times and I'll go back, okay? I don't have a job, so I ain't got nothing better to do than hide in the bushes at them school and crack your kneecaps. All right? You want to go home and tell your mom and dad about it? They can come up here and get some too, because I'm telling you what, we've prayed for y'all. We've done everything we could do to get y'all to back off. And I guess y'all think we're a joke, that we don't mean what we say. But baby, I'm telling you what, I will rearrange your face. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? That I will go off on you and spend some time in jail. I got friends in jail right now as we speak. I'll go over there and do jail ministry. I don't care. But you keep messing with my kid, you say one more thing, and I'm telling you what, I'm going to surprise you in the dark, and I'm going to do some damage. You say one more thing to my kid, take a little puff off my Newport 100 and flick it at him. Don't mess with my kids. Don't you mess with my baby. And you want to know what? After that, I told Brooke, I said, listen, some people, they don't understand kindness, all right? Prayer just ain't getting to them as fast as we want. The only thing they gonna understand is you throwing hands. And if you don't do that, the next time something happens, I'm gonna go up there and put my hands on you myself. And you know what she did? It cleared up with them boys, and boys never said a word. As a matter of fact, on the way home, they called Brooke and said, please tell your mama we're sorry. We didn't mean it, Brooke. And the girls were in the background going, we told them not to do it. And they didn't listen to us, Brooke. We were telling them not to say those things. Those boys never gave her an ounce of trouble. But the one girl that was spearheading this whole thing, she had one more little shove left in her. And then Brooke did what I told her to do. And she went upside that girl's head until somebody had to pull Brooke off and was like, Brooke, okay, I think she gets the message. You know what? And then after that, Brooke and that girl became friends. Anyway, that's my story of good parenting or whatever. Hey, I love you. Bye.